It's time for Grim Reviews. Playing through mods and helping you pick the best of the bunch. Let's get on with it. And now for Beneath the Sands. Published on the 11th of March 2013, this one was made by me, Localfire. Why am I reviewing my own stuff? Well, I don't have to play through the entire dungeon before I can review it. And I can easily get the footage and screenshots I need to make these videos. Also, I feel I can be impartial here. Or impartial enough. If not, then obviously take this with a grain of salt. What's to be said about this one? Well, first things first, it's a high level dungeon. This one, you're going to want to be anywhere between level 10 and level 15. It's the first thing to know. Secondarily, it's got a nice array of new items, new wall sets, and new assets. Some of these were made by me, most by other people. Story-wise, again, reasonably feeble, and because this is a sequel to Paths of the Earth, there's a lot of lore and story building going on here which relates back to the first mod, which is bad because if you haven't played that, obviously you're going to have trouble coping with that screels of lore, which I do so love to put into these things. That said, if you were to ignore the lore, then the dungeon is still perfectly enjoyable without it. Puzzles are good. Solid. I think so anyway. They do lack a bit of variety, since I do not tend to put in puzzle types which I don't like myself. I do have a tendency to build a dungeon based around my own personal tastes, so you're not going to see many timing puzzles or anything like that. Some logic puzzles, some general tricks. But really, nothing that's going to blow your mind, nothing that's going to make you go, wow. It's just your typical fare. Maybe a little bit on the easy side. Now, in addition to the various wall sets, items, and monsters, which are a nice new addition, this one also sees a wide array of secrets. Now, there are a mixed bag here with both your standard press a button, open a secret wall button sort of thing, and some which are more involved, requiring quite a bit more from the player. In fact, the second type form an elaborate side quest of a sort, requiring that the secrets to be solved and found in the correct order. This could be a strength or a disadvantage depending on whether or not how well you search out your secrets. If you're not going to look very well and you don't really like that sort of element, you want that payoff to be, I found it, that's it, then obviously this is going to be something to avoid. You can complete the dungeon while completely skipping this elaborate sort of side quest here. If you do, however, like to search things out, you want something extra, something reasonably elaborate, then yes, this may be to your tastes. I believe there's something like 8 steps required from start to finish, completed in order to get this secret to work, and it does span several floors, so that may or may not be to your taste. Overall, it's actually fairly well done, and if you're playing as a high level party, also well balanced. That said, it's not offering you anything special. It's nice to look at. The puzzles are good, while nothing special. There's a variety of interesting items and monsters, some of which you may not have seen before, but for the most part, simply reskins. Now, overall, it's a solid mod, but nothing special. And thusly, by that standard, I must give this one a 3. It's good. but it does not offer you anything above the standard Grimrock experience. There's a nice array of secrets, including those more involved if you happen to be looking for that sort of thing, a good variety of items, and some nice reskinned monsters. It's quite short, so if you're looking for a quick playthrough, this may be something that you're interested in looking into. Certainly a solid mod.